The party, in a dire strait beneath the palace of Aiden Selk, cornered by creatures of the prince's foul designs, were saved by a familiar face, Koko Sloan, the Elfkin Ranger archaeologist extraordinaire, coming to their rescue and teleporting them safely back to the company's fort in the northern parts of Viridian. As a swirling mass of shadow and energy just explodes in the courtyard of the Ironwood Company fort, the void collar on Kai's wrist sizzles, the metal marred and burnt, almost burning your wrist as you just sling it off. Everyone seems to have arrived in one piece, more or less, though Sirocco is out cold from his injuries. There are orders being barked from guardsmen and other company personnel heralding your arrival.
Bread will tend to Sirocco first if we want to take care of medicine checks now.
Do it.
Okay. What are my difficulties, Ryan?
He is above his wound threshold, so it is 3 difficulty.
Oh, baby. Well, that is a beautiful 6 success, 1 threat, 1 triumph.
You give Sirocco the kiss of life.
There is a lot of tongue.
Pucker up. Ew.
With your surgeon property, you can heal 11 wounds.
Dope. Genuinely, I feel like Bread is sort of at this point, very dissociated, just running on autopilot and trying not to think about everything that he just did. And this is the only way that he can think of to make up for that. So who's next?
Sadako looks up at Bread and he says, I know you will save me. And then his eyes close back again as he rests his head back down on whatever surface he's laying on. But you can see him a big grin spreading across his face.
he's laying his head back down and then quickly turns to see if it's soft or not, and it's okay.
Amazing visual.
Exactly like that.
Amazing.
Ironwood Company personnel swarm into the courtyard with stretchers, with medical equipment, what have you, led by Captain Arias. And even in this nighttime scene, things are well lit with torches, with candles, lamps, and such. And you can see that the fort seems to be in a much better state than when you last left it. And even Captain Arias seems to be no longer, say, malnourished and wearing a cut-up, blasted uniform, but in proper dress attire for someone of his station. And bustling out after him is your handler, the ever-perturbed Iris Elkar.
Well, that takes care of it. And she'll throw the void collar off, and she'll say, right, Edis. How lovely to see you. Just as you ordered.
Not quite. I do not believe you have finished the job. And her eyes will flit to Koko.
Right. Koko Silkweather, I presume.
Koko, who looks terrible. Her hair's messed up, her clothes are ripped, she is bleeding from her nose, from multiple cuts on her translucent pale skin, will just stand up quite straight, puff her chest out a little, look over at you and say, "Of course, who else?"
Oh, you poor dear. Here, and she'll walk towards her and grab her by the shoulder and say, "Let's have a little chat, shall we?"
I don't believe I'm going anywhere with the likes of you, though usually I wouldn't mind quite the invitation. I think I am, in the proverbial den of wolves.
Where is Valicia in the midst of all this? She was kind of next to Arnor, right?
Yeah, she is, and still there.
Finn, who kind of has gathered himself a little bit more after arriving back in the fort, sees this potentially building tension between Kai and Koko and Edis, and he'll just walk up on the other side of Koko from where Kai is, and he'll say, Koko, I don't suppose that you expected really a happy ending for yourself out of all of this. I don't know what you can make of this. Power to you if it is in your benefit, but... And he just kind of shoots a glance over to Valicia. I think whatever time you have left, you need to do what is best for... And he just kind of, again, glances in Valicia's direction and linger a minute, a second really, and then he'll take his leave to go find some clothes.
Yes, why don't we do what your good old friend Finn says and come with me, shall we? And she's going to whisk her away.
You can sure try.
Oh, I will. You kidding me? Of course. She's weak. I have full health. You bet your salad baby I'm going to try.
Yeah, if you want to try to restrain her, then
Yes.
we'll make some checks. Opposing athletics. Koko rolled 3 successes, 2 advantage, and 1 triumph.
Oh, wow. I'm shaking in my boots. Bam! Okay, so Kai rolled 3 advantage, and so thinking that she's all rough and tough because it's Kai, tries to restrain her and actually move her physically against her will to interrogation room. She's unsuccessful, and what happens?
Well, with Koko's show-off ability, as you try to grapple her, she'll just, take you into a little dance move almost, and then spin you out, delivering, an elbow to the side of your head, just with, a crack. And you're gonna take 4 stun damage as she just wheels you out. And Koko will just backpedal into a dancer's stance.
And she'll say in response to us being perturbed, obviously, at this point, she'll say, "You try my patience. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only friend you have here. Now be a good girl and listen."
Now, Kai has never met this woman, but a short-haired, dark-haired woman in a kind of now tattered, elegant robe steps in between the two of you, who everyone else has been introduced to as Lady Asana, and she says, Please, I don't wish this to escalate any more than it has to. Why don't we all find a peaceful solution? I am quite out of my element here, if I might say so myself, but I believe I've gotten my bearings straight and well enough to know when I too may be in, as Koko so obtusely put it, a den of wolves. You all are Ironwood Company, are you not?
Says right here, and she points to a little symbol that's underneath her jacket that says Ironwood Company.
I'm Kai.
Ask me about the produce. She doesn't say that, sorry. She'll say, "That's right. What's it to you?" I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
You may simply call me Lady Asana. I am a friend of these, who I assume may be your past compatriots, though I am also a friend of this here Koko Silkweather. I do believe that we can come to more amenable terms. I don't wish to see her harm, and I don't wish to see any harm befall, well, any of these fine folk.
Surely no harm will come to them. All we need is a little information. Savvy?
Koko will just spit off to the side and look over Asana's shoulder. And what exactly is it you want to know, What are you looking to extract from me?
Just some answers, is all. Are you going to be cooperative, however?
Oh, why not do it here? An open-air show is always one for the masses, and we've got quite the audience, wouldn't you say?
Fatima, at this point, stands up, having seen these two people bickering. Now, girls, you're both beautiful. Koko, you're in the middle of dozens of soldiers. While I do believe that you'd be more than capable of taking the greater part of us, do we really need to do this? Could we not please just move forward?
Iris will just point a finger, looking a little agitated, as always, confused even, at Fatima and even Yasana, and just go, who is this? Who are they?
My name is Fatima Oddfellow. I have recently joined with this group here in an effort to get myself killed.
I can do that for you at any moment.
You could try, sir. Do we need to do this again? Tell them, please, Sirocco.
Sirocco's
Pretending to sleep in the
sleeping
grass.
peacefully.
Sorako has actually been he's been laying down this entire time, and at the mention of that, he will peek an eye open. Is true what she say. She cannot die, but if we make her die permanent, then we will have a big payday. I'm guessing that is not the top of everyone's mind right now.
I'm not concerned with your personal quests. This Isana, this Fatima, and then she'll notice Felicia and her eyes go a little wide. And then she'll look at Koko and be in a look, what the hell is she doing here type of look. And Koko will just look over at Iris and be what are you going to do about it? She doesn't say that, but that's her look. Just like half smile, like eyebrows. You know the look. You know the kind.
At this point, Finn has just scrounged up some scrubs or whatever he can, basic clothing from just boxes of whatever new supplies they've been able to bring in their absence. And he saddles up next to Iris and he just says, "Now, clearly there has been some new developments on all sides since the last time we saw. Perhaps," and he just kind of gives like a little hands half up shrug, as in like not saying anything here, but perhaps it would be beneficial to give an hour for us to, and he kind of holds his side and a little bit where he's just got this huge gash from the rubble and everything, regain our bearings perhaps, and then we can reconvene together.
Roll a hard negotiation. Actually, roll a hard leadership.
Finn got 2 threat.
Iris will narrow her eyes at Finn, the group, and say, 15 minutes. Upstairs, you'll find me. Wolves, Viper, and esteemed guests. And then she'll turn on her heel and she'll head inside. Captain Arrayas, who just watches her go, still standing there, will clap his hands and say, "Right, is anyone in need of medical assistance then? I know your own have it covered a bit," and he'll nod towards Bread, "but me and mine are happy to oblige. Whatever we can do in 15 minutes, that is."
I think you will find all of us in dire need.
Then Arrayas and his company will start to attend to the wounded, and Bread can as well.
Yeah, I think Bread post dealing with Sirocco just kind of sat, knees bent, and just dug the heels of his palms into his eyes and just sat there through that whole argument. Cannot get his own shit under control. Super can't deal with Iris right now. Yeah, he'll whoever needs it, which is literally everyone. So.
Everyone additionally can heal 4 wounds from the efforts of Arrayas and co. And Arrayas personally will come up to Bread and will make an additional check.
Kai will pipe up after that and will say, "Oh, and don't forget me. I'm still in recovery."
Oh, God.
Bread looks at Kai like he wants to murder her actively.
Bread can heal an additional 3 wounds as Arrayas helps you about.
How do you want me to address roles for everyone else? Do you want me to do one by one, or?
You get 1 person.
I'm gonna go for Arnor.
Yes, do it.
Or, yeah, because Fatima can't die, so. Oh, come on! 1 success, 6 advantage, but I do heal an additional 4, so you'll heal for 5.
This will take up basically the rest of the time as everyone separates from the rank and file of the company's troops and heads into the fort and upstairs to meet Iris.
As we go inside, Bread wants to give a look to Kel to communicate to her, "I need to talk to you about something," but we can continue.
Kel meets your eyes, gives you a nod, but they continue inside.
As everyone goes upstairs, what had used to be a dilapidated library of sorts has been now transformed into more of a war room. Overlooking the courtyard, there's a large table. The once shattered and falling apart bookcases have been repaired or replaced, and there are chairs laid out for everyone around said table. Iris, looking over documents and such laid out atop it, will then motion for everyone to take a seat, of which there are places aplenty.
We sit.
Kai will sit down as well and cross her legs and clasp her hands together as if she's saying, "Waiting."
Speaking of legs, what is Kai, Finn kind of takes a glance over as Kai sits down. Does she have just a lizard leg coming out? I don't know. What's going on with this?
It's a peg leg, okay? And it's got a peg leg secret compartment that has another peg leg in there.
With pants and boot and jacket, I think even from this angle, you can't really see much of anything. Looks like a leg.
As everybody's going to take their seats and whatnot, Arnor will pull out a chair for Valicia and then take a seat for himself.
She'll nod to you and then sit reluctantly. Iris then will just run a hand down her face, look at the lot of you and say, "Well, who would like to deliver a mission report? Catch everyone up to speed." As no response comes from the party, she'll just say, "Does no one speak for the wolves here?"
Sirako, who is normally quite chatty, is very pointedly looking down at his boots, not making eye contact with anybody.
We went to Aiden Silk, attended the gala, and met Koko. And she asked for our assistance in a quest of her own. And so, where we had previously told Aetherwood that we would listen to her request, we thought that it could be wise to go through with it.
There is no point in honoring a promise to a dead man.
Finn's eyes get a little more squinty at this, kind of looking at Iris. Not in surprise, just taking the information in.
Are you going to tell us the whole story then, or are we going to beat around the bush some more?
And what tale do I owe you?
You don't owe me anything, but I'm sick of this shit. Tell us what you know, or don't.
What I know. You are on a mission to procure information. You should be telling me what you have learned.
Bread will gesture at Valicia.
Oh, and who is she? Better yet, Bread. Oh, what is she?
That's exactly what I want to know.
Very simple answer. She is a liability. And then she'll lock eyes with Koko. Koko will just raise her hands defensively, looking around the table and say, I wouldn't call her such. Perhaps myself, I've been called a liability at times, but only to people who truly know me. I would say this, though, to you lot. Why would I surrender so easily what I know about what I'm sure you're looking for of my dear friends, the Vipers, when it seems quite ill fates have befallen the last two you've come across? You there. And she'll look across the table to Kai. What did she, and she'll point to Iris, tell you exactly that you should find out from me, I'd love to know. Don't be a tease.
What do you think, Koko? Honestly, you don't seem too eager to give us information.
I've already told your ill-fated friends here. I cut ties with the Vipers a while back. I'm only marginally informed of their whereabouts, though I'm more than well aware of Korvac's demise, and apparently now Ethelward's, whom I saw breathing not too long ago, as did all of you.
Well, it seems useless to keep up this charade, so I'll come out with it. Where's Sarja?
Oh, Miss Flint. Last I heard, she was doing a spot of raiding within the Viridian jungles. Far, far inland. Iris, dear, how much exactly would you like me to give away about dear Gomont's plans or history? Iris won't say a word, but just kind of narrow her eyes at Koko.
I think that the look means to tell us everything.
Oh, well, no secrets among friends. How boring. I'm sure Iris would love to say all this herself, but how do you ever slip any words out between those puckered lips of yours? Regardless, Sarya was used by our dear company to coordinate the more clandestine efforts of this Viridian front and keep the presence of old Ironwood here a shadow. I believe she ran cover-ups and false flag raids after any company operation. Since then, since we all defected, she was a great help in finding out just where good old Hector wanted to build his own little... that is enough, Koko. Oh, did I strike a nerve? You may tell us where you last saw Sarja Flint, and known whereabouts, and then you will be done here. We will not go into anything else. Koko will just sit back in her chair and say, well, seems then if I don't run my mouth, I get to stay breathing a little longer, so... And she'll just zip her lips.
Kai, upon hearing this and surmising that's probably the most that they're going to get out of Koko, will look to Iris to get some direction.
Iris will stand and she'll snap her fingers pointing and say, Kai, Finn, Bread, take her below. Find out what she knows.
Finn shoots a glance over at Bread to kind of gauge what Bread... What headspace is Bread in right now?
The answer, shortly, bad. But I think that this genuinely catches him off guard. Me? Me? You want me to go?
Kai is going to immediately respond to this and say, no, I take her alone.
No. I think it would be wise to bring all three of us with Miss Silkweather. As he kind of broke glance with Bread to look at Iris, he looks back at Bread and he just raises his eyebrows a little bit go along with this.
And Koko will look across the table to Kai and said, oh, come on, dear. Four's more fun, only if you promise to be rough.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go like cherry tomato red after this. Kai is going to look at Koko and flash her a devious half smile, but kind of narrow her eyes at her, and then look back at Edis.
Look, get on with it. And she'll snap her fingers, and 2 guards will enter, clapping Koko and irons. And then the 3 of you can exit with them.
Perfect.
As the 3 of them start leaving the room, Sarako is going to try to, like, get up and slink after them without making eye contact with Iris.
Mr. Castellan, take your seat.
And you see him, like, mid-step just stop. And he will go and sit back down.
In fact, now that you have volunteered yourself, explain to me. And she'll point at Lady Asana. Is this one? Who is she? Why is she here? And why should I not kill her?
To kill her would be a grave mistake. Why would anybody throw away, how do you say, a golden resource? She was instrumental in helping us come this far, in infiltrating the party, locating Miss Silkweather and the other esteemed guest. I believe she is quite an asset to us, and without her, I think we would be quite hindered. She is a friend of ours, and I think it would be wrong to kill her. I think it would be wrong to do anything harmful to her, because she has been nothing but helpful to us, and she simply got mixed up in something that perhaps we were not 100% truthful in revealing to her. So really the blame lies with us, and not with her. In my estimation, and I'm sure in the estimation of all others remaining here, she should be allowed to go. I believe that we can count on her discretion. I do not think she bears any ill will towards the Ironwood Company.
Perhaps not. But in hearing what she has heard and seeing what she has seen, she has heard and seen too much. Asana, who's closest to Sarako, actually will just, like, put her hand over on top of yours and pat it, mouth a thank you, and say, I can speak for myself as well. I have many friends in high places here in Viridian. I have cultivated, one may say, quite a garden of contacts and confidants. I am an important person to know here. I believe an alliance between myself and the interests I represent and the Ironwood Company at present would prove beneficial to all sides involved. You see, with the prince dead at your hands, I fear that misinformation is already spreading throughout Aiden Selk, perhaps even so far as Port de Soleil, and within a fortnight, I wouldn't be surprised if the entire Ironwood presence would be stomped out completely on this fair continent. I can help mitigate what, well, honestly, this disaster that you have on your hands. For a price, of course. The price will be your life. You may keep it, should you assist us. Yasana will kind of hide her nervousness as she blanches a little and just goes, a fair deal. Very well. Sirocco, escort Lady Yasana here to her quarters. Make sure she is comfortable.
Very well. And Sarako will extend an arm for Asana to take, and then, assuming she takes it, lead her towards some empty quarters.
She will and gladly follows. And as Sarako and Yasana make for the exits, Iris will actually jerk her head toward Fatima and say, show this one to her room as well, Sarako, if you don't mind. I'll hear your excuses for keeping her around another day. Be off. Leaving just Kel and Arnor and Valicia behind, Iris will look to you two, Kel and Arnor, and say, it goes without saying that you are the most trusted among this group. Hector and myself hold you in high regard. You have worked wonders for the company, and you are career soldiers. You are not conscripted help. You are not border doctors or fledgling noblemen. Your aspirations are your duties. So tell me, these two, she'll point to Fatima first, and then Felicia. What am I to do with them?
There's nothing to worry about with Fatima. She is merely a companion that, if we assist in her desire, will reward us, and in turn reward the Ironwood Company. Due to her long life, she is very well connected and an asset to the Ironwood Company, and will continue to be an asset to the Wolves as we continue our journey. Valicia, I would hope that you would leave her to me. Trust in me to do what needs to be done.
I will leave you on your charge, on one condition. When Kayako, Finn, and Brad have finished their interrogation, attend to Koko Silkweather and kill her.
Kel takes a long look at Arnor to see how he's processing that.
He's a bit shocked, and he's taking a little bit to respond. I don't know if getting rid of Koko is the wisest idea, actually.
Once she has told us what we need to know, what purpose does she serve other than a wrench in further plans against the Vipers? Suppose she does as was accomplished in this very fort, in alerting those who come next.
But she does know that we are looking for the others. Perhaps she were to get away, but we track her location instead. While she has split from the Vipers, I am very certain that she knows more than she would ever reveal.
You propose to let her go then, and follow her home?
Essentially, yes. And when the time comes, we can deal with her then.
She'll reach into a pocket, pulling out this folded parchment, and then just toss it across the table to where it lands in front of Arnor. You see that it is sealed with a wax seal, stamped with the emblem of not only the Ironwood Company, but within it, Hector Gaumond's own personal seal. A letter from your father, as it were. Orders, exactly as I have spoken them here. As much as I appreciate your alternative plans, this is not something we can circumvent, Arnor. Koko Silkweather must die.
Very well. But I have a question to ask her about Alicia, if that is quite all right.
I will quiet your bleeding heart and afford Koko the mercy of one night, and you one question following this interrogation. And then, first light, I will see her die by your hand.
Very well.
You're dismissed, Arnor.
Arnor will grab the sealed envelope and reach out his hand for Felicia to take it and follow him.
Oh, no. She is going to stay a moment longer.
And why is that?
Shut the door on your way out.
Arnor will motion for Felicia to stay, and then he will go out the door and shut it, but will remain right there.
Iris will look across the table at Kel, then just level her eyes at you and say, I'm going to be very clear, very plain here. You have something on your person that I desire. A small book I believe you found in this very room. Place it on the table, and you are likewise dismissed.
You mean the book that you had Finn steal from me?
I am surprised. Did he grow a conscience and give it back to you, or was he simply unsuccessful in lifting it from your person in the first place?
He had a favor to ask, and this was his price that he paid for it.
Well, very well. Then I am asking a favor. Place it on the table and go.
Why do you want it so bad? I tried to offer it to you before and you didn't want it then, but you want it now for some reason.
Circumstances change. New information presents itself. Kel, you feel a little jolt. The same that Arnor did when Felicia talked to him, and you see her eyes flit toward you. And again, everything seems to freeze, shimmering for a moment as you hear her telepathically speak into your mind, this time in Kinlish, your mother tongue, touting an accent similar to yours. And you just hear, if you leave, I don't doubt that she means to kill me. Know that I will not go quietly.
Do I get the sense that I can respond to her?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
You take 2 strain.
I'm still hurt because no one has healed me.
You feel this confusion from Felicia. You feel this uncertainty radiating off of her, entering your own mind. And then she says to you, perhaps nothing. After all, take your leave, soldier. No one wants you to get caught in any crossfire here, should things go south. And then you are back in the present as if no time has passed, Kel. And you see Felicia, like a bead of sweat run down her forehead, as if interacting with you in that way was strenuous. You see her hide this like deep exhale and inhale.
How does Iris look?
The same.
The same. Perfect description.
Kel will reach into whatever she's wearing and she'll pull out the book. But she doesn't hand it over the table. She just kind of opens it and thumbs through the pages, leafs through it just a little bit. What is so important about this book?
Very little, I hope.
I will toss the book down on the table in front of Iris. And I'll say, guess that's it then.
Have a pleasant evening, Kel. You're dismissed.
Kel stands and walks towards the door. She's hurt, so she's kind of limping a little. And before I get to the door, I'm going to turn around and look at Felicia, and I'm going to give her a look that kind of tells her, like, just a nod, and hope that conveys something to her that she's not necessarily alone in this situation and that Kel really does not want to be doing this.
Valicia only flits her eyes toward you and then locks them back on Iris.
I will step outside, and Arnor is out there, right?
Yeah, he's waiting. As soon as he hears something amiss, he is busting through that door.
Kel will step outside and see Arnor, and she will pull the door closed, but she doesn't take her hand off of the doorknob, and say to Arnor, "We gotta get her out of here tonight."
I intend to.